Hello and good morning and welcome to the Morning Brick, the best place to get your Lego leaks, news, rumors, opinions, thoughts, pictures, rumors, opinions, thoughts, leaks, pictures, opinions, rumors, opinions, thoughts, and leaks here at Atlanta Brick Codes.
Guys.
At 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time in the morning here at Atlanta Brick Code.
Daniel is a robot confirmed.
Yeah, okay. Let's go. Yeah, we got to open up the access panel.
His little windy.
We're gonna turn him into Spanish-speaking Daniel, like in Toy Story.
Oh,
I'm gonna start doing the full.
I would actually like to see that.
What's his name? Mrs. Nesbitt.
Dan gets Riz all of a sudden.
Anyway, we got Joe, we got Daniel, we got Ethan here, and we're gonna bring you the news this morning. So without further ado, let's jump right into our Lego lives this week. What did everybody do this week? Buy this week? Build this week? Collect this week, learn something new this week. Who wants to go first?
I'm gonna get the 2001 droid carrier because I have one set from every single year of Lego Star Wars, almost.
Except
for
for 2001.
Except for 2001, 2003, and 2011.
Nice.
You have any Lego sets from 2003?
You should probably get.
I want the
Cloud
AT-AT. Cloud City's ugly.
Well, because you had. Do you not have your Cloud City anymore?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay, that's why.
It's ugly. I want the AT-AT.
2001. Gosh, what else even? What was in
much.
2001?
That's why you're getting the droid carrier.
Well, there was like a TIE fighter, there was an Imperial shuttle, but like,
You want a good one.
yeah, I feel like the droid carrier is really underrated. Nobody talks about it, but like it comes with like 6 droids, 1 pilot, and it was probably like $10 back then. So
1999, 2001.
yeah, there's not much.
Greatest
the one you're
Escape,
talking about.
Metal Droid Carrier, the one that's like the gift with purchase.
Yeah,
A really
yeah.
bad ATST. I think I had this. No, I had this. I had the TIE Fighter that had the light up Vader.
It's all right.
Which is later.
Uh,
Shuttle
I
is
have this Imperial
is
shuttle.
good.
The 2015 one's better.
Darth Maul UCS bust. Watto's Junkyard. Yeah.
That's
Beyond
it.
that,
Big
that's pretty
tangent.
much it. Yeah. Big
Yeah.
tangent.
And I don't want to go into debt or
That's a tough year.
run out of space. So droid
You know what would
carrier
be-
it is.
What would be interesting would be because the Star Wars Advent calendar last year had like every day was based on something from a different year.
Yeah, I love
To get
that.
all of those sets.
Oh,
And now
yeah.
some of the days were just like a minifigure or
Right.
things, but
That's
you know that could
Yeah.
be something kind of cool to do.
Yeah.
All right, how about you, Joe?
So
I'll give you a whole list of options. Do, buy,
yeah, no, I
collect,
got one
learn.
thing.
Okay.
I got one thing. I think last week I talked about Hobbiton, so I can't use that.
No.
I have been doing possession. I finally built one of the possession sets I bought, so I'm starting.
You
to build
opened the
them.
sealed possession set?
Yeah, it
That's
was
great.
the Master Woo's Dragon, so I did that one, built it. I still have most of them to build. I only have sticks, the Bione, and that one built.
Brownie.
Bione.
Brownie.
So those are done.
Man, I
But-
could go for a brownie.
I
right
love
now.
brownie.
Because I
I
have,
wish
I
I
have
could.
gotten all the sets now, I finally decided downstairs in our as is section, we had a banner.
Oh, yeah.
The,
that's cool.
the possession banner.
Yeah.
And I finally saved up enough credit to buy that. So I bought that and took it home. Once everything's built, I'm going to drape it in front of the curtain I have there. And it's just going to look beautiful. I'll take a picture when it's all done and show you guys. But that's big.
Those banners are very cool.
They're
Yeah.
so cool. Like,
They
they got this
have-
Ninjago one right here. That's the Master Spinjitzu one. That's very cool.
It is pretty cool.
But the possession one is probably one of the coolest ones.
What is the thing behind it in the background? What is that?
that?
snake.
I don't really know.
Anyway,
Maybe
the people can't see
it's
that.
probably supposed to be the Great Devourer.
Cloth banners are cool. I have a lot of like store display-ish type stuff in my collection, but I don't have any cloth banners.
Really?
Neither
Yeah,
do I.
that's
I like
first one that I've
That's so
got.
cool.
That I really, really, really wanted. I mean, we have some wild ones here. We've got Clickets. We've got Lego Studios with the like Steven Spielberg thing,
Oh,
the
yeah.
T-Rex.
That's pretty nice. Yeah.
They got some cool ones here for sure.
Star Wars.
But yeah, I've
That's
never
the
seen
way-
any that
that
I
one's not very exciting.
No.
Yeah. Otherwise, you gotta
That'll-
Malgus is a good one.
go on
Yeah.
Brink and pay several $100s for one to ship
Right.
from Europe.
Yeah.
And that was the nice thing because we had it here. I just saved good credit.
Yeah,
so
that's the way to do it.
it's quite nice.
Let's see. My Lego week. I built the MIDI scale acclimator. Yes.
Oh?
I still have the home one.
Did
but
your
not the-
opinion change on it? Do you still think it's like the lamest set ever?
Okay. It's not the.
Well,
we'll talk about today why it's no longer going to be my least favorite MIDI
Right.
scale set.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
we'll get to that when we get to it. It was fine. I like that the like loading ramps come down because that's like one of the only distinct scenes that shit is
loading,
is them walking up the ramps. So it also does have like almost all of the other MIDI scale sets. It has some pull my picture up here. No, not interior. It's got like little stud. Well, yeah, I mean, it's got little studs representing like the characters inside, basically like as an Easter egg. So I think all of them have had something. So the Invisible Hand had the
MTT and the Jedi.
the MTT and the Interceptors in the hangar. Yep, the Tantive had I think C-3PO, R2, and Leia.
Maybe that had the game.
The Falcon had like all of them, and yeah, Bounty Hunters and the Executor. The Death Star had was it Palpatine, Vader, and Luke. I think the Nebulon B frigate is the only one that hasn't had
because it was kind of the first
for like, and it doesn't really have a great space to put it. It has the little miniature Falcon that you can like stick
cool,
up on the bottom, which is kind of cool. But other than that, they've all had that, which is a cool trend. So, like I said, I haven't built the home one yet, but I'm guessing there's going to be like a dark orange stud for Akbar.
It better be.
You know, I don't
does
would be in
Yeah,
there.
you have to have
It's probably in there. So that'll be the last one I have to build. And then maybe next week I will share a picture of my shelf that has the full current lineup on there. Because I did have to I had to put up another shelf and add some more LED strips.
It looks good though.
Getting longer. They take up a lot more space than you think they would. Just because they're really long. Yeah, I mean, I can like put them on a diagonal and get them close together, but then they overlap and it just kind of looks like a mess and stuff. So, anyway, that was my Lego.
Very cool. All right, let us.
Wait, before we go on, one more thing I forgot to mention last week when I was talking about my Lego week down in Orlando was that at the Orlando Brick Convention, I got to meet Nathan Clark, who was he's the Lego set designer. Yes. He was a former Lego Star Wars designer, and he did the MIDI scale Executor. Yeah. That Death Star gift with purchase, the little MIDI scale sort of Death Star. Yeah. He did the Tantive hallway. Which is good. He did one of the battle packs. He did the MIDI scale Tantive, and then he did the Phantom Menace BrickHeadz. So he did some really great sets. Pretty cool. Is relatively does it. He no longer does it. He did leave Lego. I think he got tired of living in Billund, which I can't really blame him for. But it was fantastic. I got to go out to lunch with him and Ryan, M&R Productions, and Joey, the Orlando manager. So we all got to hang out and kind of shoot the breeze and just talk about the Lego design process and different things that go into those decisions. Cool to see. I of course didn't have any of my set boxes or instructions or shoot, I did have bricks. I should have gotten to sign some bricks.
Did you figure out who's responsible for the helmet holes?
He said not him. He was very adamant that the set designers have no bearing on minifigure part designs and choices. You can, yes. Yeah.
All right, let us greet the peoples. We have
greet the people.
Jay, how the grump is everyone. Scott Robinson, Morgan joined. Also, Morgan asking, what is Joe doing in the thumbnail? I was doing Palpatine. Ian said too.
Somebody said you look like you were yawning.
Palpatine is Joe's beard.
Sorry, Grimby said you think you're sneezing.
That's fair. And then Kazi said, hello, what have we here? And he said, impossible to read Ben's comment without doing it in the Lando voice.
As Joe just did.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I think Joe is sneezing, yes. Rufus T. Cat, good morning, good morning.
Morning.
Rob Claxton, Flounder, BJ.
It's cold in Atlanta this morning, BJ.
Yeah, no, it's kind of nice.
My reading is 57. I woke up this morning and my AC was still set to cool, and it was 64 degrees.
It was 62 in our house.
It was freezing.
Very chilly.
And I've already put on my lighter weight bed sheets, so I was not even. I was quite cold.
I was not pressed. Good morning from Brick Mom. BJ, member for 34 months. Yeah, I'll say.
Nice, BJ. Thank you.
Since he has been here, so where he's in Atlanta? Wow. Wait,
what?
So that means you're gonna come.
That means you're gonna come by.
Yeah.
Does he have any pickup to pick up right now?
I think he does actually. Travertine. I think I said Scott, but maybe I said somebody else. Nope, I already did. Sorry, double Scott.
It's fine.
I forget.
Scott's pretty cool. Yeah. I met him at Brickworld Chicago a while back.
Nice. Mr. Just Break It. What a good name. Not for Lego, but just in general. Robert R. Good morning. Always fun to watch.
Working from home. All right.
Brummy Lego Lab, nice.
We get some new names in the chat this morning.
And
Welcome,
yes,
man.
happy Easter. It is Easter
Happy
week.
early Easter.
Just finished the Daily Bugle. Nice.
Ooh,
That's a good
nice.
Oath Dog Dad or OTH Dog Dad. One of these users we screwed with logo. Actually limits the gift with that would be tough.
Yep.
Wait, really? One gift purchase, like even
He's
if you make
saying
separate orders?
when Lego actually limits.
Oh,
One perhaps even that means 6 to 8 separate orders.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Right now, I bet it's if you order multiple.
I guess if it's on sale.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's the same case in the store. If you meet like a nice employee or something, they'll typically even like help you out, and
Yeah.
sometimes they might not even make you ring it up separately, just because it ends up taking them more time. They'll just be
Exactly.
like, yeah, here, just take the multiple gift with purchases.
Interesting.
There you go. Good shirt choice, Daniel. We remember.
Yep.
What is
that's
it? What does it say?
It's the Virginia Tech shirt.
Oh, nice.
2007.
Are you like from?
I finally pulled the trigger on
I
one
am,
of two.
yes.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's a good point. The Jedi Star. You see, it's
Oh, yeah.
Jedi Starfighter to go with the Jango.
Is
I didn't even think about that.
One with the expensive angry Jango?
No, he's saying he got the Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter, which is the UCS one.
Oh, that one.
yes,
Oh,
yeah.
Which I actually have.
that is a great second piece.
It's a really good
Yeah.
UCS set that's heavily slept on.
It really is, yeah. I think it's because it doesn't have a big.
Well, I think people just aren't aware of it. Is what it really.
It kind of ran under the radar.
Yeah.
It's overshadowed by the Imperial shuttle. That came
I
out
would
that
say
day.
scale-wise, I'm sure that the playset one is probably more right.
Yeah, no, it's definitely too big,
Yeah.
but it'll
Which I have,
be
like
cool.
yeah.
editions of both vehicles. It's
Oh
cool.
yeah.
Is that one still relatively affordable too? That Obi-Wan's Jedi
It's not
Starfighter? Is
horrible.
The UCS one,
Yeah.
that's like $500 sealed.
Yeah.
So I have that
What am
one.
I it's cool. Is it the A-wing that's?
They wing still like $300. I
Yeah,
think.
but I
It's
mean,
not that bad.
for its age,
Right,
and
that's what I'm
size,
saying. That's
it's
not
still
bad.
Pretty cheap.
Master Wu's Dragon, one of the best Ninja dragons out there. It is a very good one. It was a lot of fun to build. Get it on, Daniel. Time to buy a cloth banner.
I know, I should.
Come to Perth. I have a spare banner for you. Oh, there you go.
Oh man, I've seen some of your brick convention halls down there. Sorry, not HAULS, HALLS. The actual halls that they
Oh,
have
yeah.
their conventions in. They're beautiful, beautiful architecture.
Ooh, BJ said he built a giant T-Rex fossil while working a long poker tournament. Displayed it. Nice. That's so fun.
We just talked about that set
That's
in
so
the
nice.
Between the Studs that's going to be coming out this weekend, which is about Easter eggs. Just in time for Easter. Not that they're really related to Easter, but hopefully we get some.
Someone
some
doesn't
SEO
have character Easter eggs. Been
Good to know.
confirmed.
Good to know. I will look forward to talking.
He said
about
not
next
saying
week.
who. Don't want to spoil it. There you go.
My guess is Akbar, but there may be some other ones. Maybe some white for
Nice.
Mon Mothma or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there. Yep. He said I'll be coming by next week to pick up Krennic shuttle from Rogue One in time for Andor. Yes. Speaking of that, I think that's
Sweet.
next Wednesday. Is
Is
it?
it? I
It's
think
the
so.
20.
It's like the only Disney
Finally,
Plus show
something I'm
that
excited about.
Yeah.
Season 1 was so good.
The 20 something, 21st, 20
Next Wednesday would be the 23rd.
23rd. Well, I was trying to remember what the.
It was like a day after something. It
So
was like an
Gosh,
hour.
are they going to be doing
Hey,
the thing
first
where you
time
have to stay
watcher
until
from
3 a.m. again?
I
so
don't know.
yeah, I hope
I'm
not.
Are they
not
still
doing
doing that?
Just wait till the next one.
Moonraker 6. They never end up really limiting. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you do multiples. All right, that is everything or everyone. So let's talk about some Lego news.
Cool.
Let's do
We
it.
have a lot of news.
Where do we want to
Relatively.
start?
Take your pick, Joe.
I mean, a lot of it's Star Wars, so let's start with something else.
Yeah.
Castle.
Yeah.
This is a good one to start with.
Look at all these watermarks all over this picture, but whatever.
What is this?
So this is the first picture we've gotten of the new Creator 3-in-1 castle that's going to be coming out. So we had a number of other pictures leaked throughout the course of the week. Initially just showing the shields and then kind of showing the shields and the horses, but with the minifigures blurred out. But here's our first full picture. So a lot of interesting things going on here. There's definitely not a yellow castle like there was
Womp womp.
potential speculation. I guess they were referring to the tan on like the kind of Tudor style part on the back.
I don't really know.
I don't know. Anyway, regardless, it's definitely not a yellow castle, but the brick-built horses is kind of a neat homage. I actually don't hate the brick-built horses either.
They're kind of
They
fun.
actually look pretty nice.
They're using those little kind of like faceted tiles to do the like
made
farting.
out of, can you tell?
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with the
They
feet.
just look like
To me, it looks like they are that action stand
45-degree bar
with
cheese slip.
cheese slip on them.
Yeah,
That's
that
pretty
would be
cool.
very good.
It would.
Very good.
And that's what it looks like.
The overall build looks nice too. This is my first time seeing.
Yeah,
this
it means
this
it's a
week.
solid
This is cool.
3-in-1 castle.
Yeah.
I was talking with our buddy Rich Intense Bricks this morning about it. He spotted a lot of nice things going on. So for
I'm going to say one before
go ahead.
you say it because you're probably going to say it.
Go ahead.
The snake shield is
Yes.
a new shape.
Well, so that's what I thought.
Wait,
So
it's a new shape?
for starters, I didn't
different
realize it. For starters, I didn't realize it at all that it was a different shape than the standard triangular sword. Then I realized, oh, it's a new mold. And then I think it was Rich that pointed it out that I believe it's the Legend of Zelda.
Oh, you
shield
know what?
from the
It
Deku tree.
did look familiar, and that's why.
See,
I bet you're right. Maybe try spelling Zelda right.
Yeah, well, actually,
Oh,
that's probably not
shield.
going to bring it up anyway. Let me go to the Deku tree and find it.
But you're right. I think it is that same one that Link or whoever wields,
Yeah, I think so because it's
Which is-
got that pointed.
which is dope.
So
That's cool.
I'm not sure. I haven't seen that mold in person. I don't know if there's a little extra curvature to it, or if
It
it's still
looks
just a
like
flat.
there is.
If it's just a flat shield, but very cool new shape. Glad it
Yeah.
was not locked behind that kind of licensed
Right.
thing. I know sometimes when licensed sets like Star Wars and things make new molds, I guess
That's
Disney or whoever the
yeah.
licensee is basically requires that mold be kept because they might have
Right.
funded it or sponsored that new mold. So
Mhm.
very cool to see that it's
Yeah.
making its way to other sets here.
Yeah, that and it's a brand new faction too.
Yep.
So different shape,
Brand new
completely
faction
different.
with the
Obviously, I
snakes
can't-
or the serpents.
I
Whatever.
can't wait to actually see the torso on this guy.
Yeah, that is the one thing is you can't really see any of
Yeah.
the torsos in this set, except Rich was also very excited about new peasant torso, which
Just
is
the
kind
open
of
vest look.
surprising because we've gotten like a lot of new peasant torsos,
Yeah.
so we're kind of surprised they didn't just reuse this one.
I agree with that.
The king over here on the other horse as
Yeah,
well seems
that's
to be
sick.
bringing back that crown and hair mold
I know, that
piece,
looks super
unless it is slightly different.
And then it
but-
looks like he's also got a molded cape.
Is it? I just assumed it was like this.
I mean, I can't tell. It looks like it to me, but it could just be the way it's laying on the horse weird.
Pull it up on my phone.
So I don't know for sure. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah,
I hope it's not, because I want them to continue clock
I'm
games.
guessing just fabric.
Anyways, props to Creator 3-in-1 for keeping Castle alive.
Right,
Yeah.
straight up.
Beyond that, there's not too much crazy going on in the castle. I mean,
There's
we've
an
got.
archer.
I like the archer. Yeah,
Yeah.
that looks like that's
Got an
probably
archer.
gonna be really
Yeah.
big.
It does look like the other knights do have some sort of breastplate on as well with the
Oh,
logo
yeah.
It's got
on
like
it,
a whole helmet.
and then maybe some torso printing underneath. So unfortunately, we can't see most of those knights' torsos, but
Yeah.
we'll get it eventually.
But this is
Um,
very exciting,
That actually looks awesome. Yeah.
right?
It looks like you're
I
getting
this
at
one more than
least.
the Creator Castle they did.
6 figs.
Yeah, I agree.
6 figs visible.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 6 figures visible. It looks like you're getting at least 3 of the shields, one with the king, one with the guy on the right, and then one over the drawbridge.
And then it looks like the archer's just got a different look to him, or he just doesn't have a breastplate.
Inside the drawbridge, there's some like brown thing with this half round cutout. I'm
It
guessing
looks
it's
like
like
a
stall.
guillotine.
I thought it was a guillotine at first, also, but I'm guessing it's like a stall door for the horses or something.
Probably. That
For
way
that
their
their
heads
heads
can
can
go over.
look over. Yeah, but it does kind of look like a,
I know.
like
First
a
thought I was like,
guillotine
huh.
or a stockade or something.
Yeah.
Would be kind of funny, but yeah.
Good
So
looking castle.
yeah, can't wait to see the interior and what the rest of those minifig parts look
All right,
like.
let's see if people are blowing up about this one. Andor 20 is for the 22nd, so
Okay.
next Tuesday. So that might mean it's going to be like 9 a.m. because I think halfway through, gosh, what was that show with the kids? Skeleton Crew. They switched it from being early Wednesday to late Tuesday,
Really?
and I bet it was better viewership.
Well, because it was when like
12
Mandalorian
a.m.,
and stuff
yeah.
that was coming out, it was midnight Pacific time.
So I mean 3 a.m.
So
for
it'd be
us.
3 a.m.
Yeah.
for
Which
us.
no one wanted to stay up to 3
I said
a.m.
they should either just do it midnight Eastern
Yeah,
time,
and have it 9 over there.
or yeah, I guess what they're doing
So I
is they're
think
just
it's 9 here and 6.
and even earlier there.
There.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay.
It's
So
more like
down
prime
to
time.
that. Down to
Makes more sense.
that.
As fun as it was to stay up to watch the Mandalorian season 2 finale at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
to see Luke return to cut down the Death Troopers,
That's
I
cool.
would not want to do that these days. That was during COVID when I could afford to stay up till 3 a.m. because I didn't have anything to do.
Yeah.
But
fair
I got work to go to now.
Right.
Yeah.
The random peasant at the gate. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
not bad.
yeah. All right.
Yeah, honestly, Ben, I was thinking the same thing. The blue hood is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Did
Is
you
that the
get
medium?
get this other picture too? with the
No.
other things? Can you see if we can get that one in?
Send
Send
it
it
to
to
me. Send it, you send it to me. What even? is
text or
that?
email.
Email.
Okay.
All right, send that over to me. Let's talk about something real quick from Ninjago. This is just a little leak of a head mold.
Ooh!
You would, yeah.
Oh, what is that?
This is a snake character, but he's got a hood and a mask, so it's a brand new mold they made for him. His name is Frack, and he's the master of Quake.
You sure he's not Raphael? Michelangelo? It's a Ninja Turtle.
What is that?
That is a Ninja Turtle.
No, that's Frack.
It looks like one of the things in the Mos Eisley cantina. It looks like one of the creepy giant headed.
His name is Frack, and he's the master of Quick.
What does he look
He's
like?
the
without a
master
hood
of
on?
Quick. Oh, does he really
Quake.
that? Oh, Quick.
What does he look like without a hood on? Is he like
A snake.
Oh,
He's a snake. That's
why
why
are his eyes like that?
That is
I'm hoping it's an unprinted mold.
It looks like he's got cataracts or something.
Because I don't remember having just
That's
green
such a
eyes.
goofy,
Or you know, like
like
when reptiles like shed their skin, but like their eyes also shed. They get like little caps stuck on their
Yeah.
eyes, and sometimes you have to pick them out with tweezers.
This is a little weird. I'll give you that. Also, it's a very close-up picture of it, so
Yeah.
it's disturbing. But interesting. Pretty
Yeah.
cool to see a new mold coming for that.
Did you get that?
So like Lego.
Yeah,
Ninja
I saw
Turtle
that at the
back
earliest one. So yes, Lego Ninja Turtles can.
It's ninja. It's teeny.
See, look,
ninja
someone
snakes.
Moonraker knows. He said Frack, so cool. We're getting him.
Cool.
Sorry, we're leaving you to dry here, Joe.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's
I don't know what that is, and it
Reese-
doesn't look good.
Reese would know. Reese would know.
All right, let's do another text-based one. We got a lot of BrickHeadz rumors for whatever reason all at once this week. So for starters here, for whatever reason, they decided to do more Fortnite BrickHeadz. So we're getting Raven and Drift BrickHeadz, 280 pieces for $20. That one will be coming out in October.
Cool.
We will also be getting some Wicked BrickHeadz, which kind of surprising given that I feel like most of the Wicked stuff has died down. I know there's going to be a part 2, so
It's in October.
is it in October? Okay, that's why they're doing
Oh, the movie.
I thought it was going to be spaced out further than that. We will be getting an Elphaba and Glinda BrickHeadz. Honestly, this is kind of a no-brainer. I'm surprised they didn't already do it.
That's just the two main characters.
Yes, it's the two.
Well,
main
because the first round of sets they did, those were all friends related, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, so these will probably be pretty popular.
So yeah, if you don't like Friends characters, you
Yeah.
could buy this.
Yeah.
characters. What are you talking about? What's
Well,
it for?
The first like Wicked
yeah.
line of sets was just all friends.
The mini dolls,
Mhm.
right? But yes, Elphaba and Glinda BrickHeadz, 325 pieces for $20, coming out in September. And then the last little batch here is a couple Harry Potter rumors. So the Harry Potter Goblet of Fire 5-pack of BrickHeadz.
That sounds exciting.
Could be awesome.
Yeah.
I don't think we already talked about this, but I feel like we talked about something else where we were talking. Oh no, we were talking about the Star Wars ones last week, I think, and how there's going to be more like of these 5-packs based on the movies and things. But yes, a Goblet of Fire 5-pack of BrickHeadz, 671 pieces with $50. So
That sounds awesome.
No kids.
I feel like we already got a Mad Eye Moody though, didn't we?
We got like a professor's one that was
Yeah.
Mad Eye
Have we gotten
Snake.
the blue Dumbledore?
Blue.
Oh, like in
Dumbledore?
sand.
Yeah, it's like
Something.
sand blue costume.
I don't
Probably
think
not.
so.
Probably
We
not.
could
You
get
do that,
we could
though.
get Voldemort and we could get Harry in his like red and black outfit.
Have we got a Voldemort?
Yeah, maybe Cedric and
Yeah,
in the yellow and
Cedric.
red.
And
And
just
yeah,
something
Voldemort and Nagini. Remember they did the
That's
Nagini
right.
BrickHead?
That was like a green one
who
though.
else
His
they
cloak
would
was
do?
black.
I don't know who else they would do.
They could do a Death Eater. I don't know.
Death Eater could be cool.
Yeah, so they
I mean,
did
they
a-
could just do like Fred.
Yeah,
and
so
George.
see, they did a 4-pack with Mad Eye,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snape,
Those look pretty
and
good still.
the other lady.
Maybe who else are we getting? Goblet of Fire. Barty Crouch.
No, there's no way they do Barty Crouch.
Well, and then there's people like Lupin.
Junior.
Have we ever gotten a Lupin BrickHead?
Lupin?
He's
I don't think
he's
so.
prisoner of Azkaban.
But that
I know,
yeah,
but
that
I mean,
too.
he's still
Yeah.
Not that it would be very specific. To
Anyway, there you go. So.
Okay.
And then one more BrickHead, the Luna.
Oh, hang on. Brett Mason said, Daniel, you're my fire and my goblet.
Oh.
Thank you, Brett. Thank you, Brett, owner and operator
Yeah.
of Orlando Brick. He's got to give me guff because I would always go on when they were doing Joy Building or something.
comment
Brett would
something.
pop in. I would comment something dumb about how Brett is stinky or something like that. So
Very
fun.
sweet.
Luna and Thestral BrickHeads as well. 92 pieces
That's
for
cool.
$20.
That's a neat-
$50 of
that's a
course.
neat
For the
idea.
Goblet of
Never-
Fire BrickHead.
Never got a Luna.
Never got one. Yeah, and Thestral could be cool as
Yeah,
a BrickHead.
yeah.
Be interesting to see how they do that.
Indeed.
Animals are sometimes kind of hit or miss, but we'll see how it turns out. Speaking of Harry Potter,
Harry Potter.
got a
Oh,
picture
speaking
for
of
us?
Harry Potter, you wanted to look at something Star Wars related? Is that what
Why are you trying to save this to the end?
No,
Well, then show it. It's Harry Potter.
we'll show this.
What do we got?
Well, okay, all right. We'll backtrack a little bit here because we were talking about with the. Oh, sorry, I didn't crop my screenshot. But we were talking about the Creator Castle. This leaked initially with some of the close-ups of the horses, but there's two other things over on the side here. There's this molded unicorn thing. I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's real interesting.
No context, no idea what it's coming in. And then there's some sort of Halloween set above it. So this is interesting because there's a lot of things returning here that we haven't seen in a while. So the kind of Wolfman mold that I don't think we've seen since the CMF. Frankenstein making a comeback, but it doesn't really look any different than one we've got before. And then it looks like the classic Ghost with the smile instead of the frown and the extra thing. So I'm not sure if all these minifigures are truly making a comeback. We did talk about some Halloween rumors last week with Randy, but it was like a van and a wreath, and this doesn't appear to be either of those things.
Maybe
So
like a new haunted house.
maybe so. I don't know. I mean, there is
You can
a
see some
somewhat.
graves
It looks like a
there.
graveyard basically. There's some graves and maybe like a spooky tree with some teeth and then a gate. So not sure what's going on with this. Is that skeleton glow in the dark?
Oh, that would be cool.
Ain't no way.
No, probably not. Probably
Yeah.
not. So not sure what's going on with that, but we will have to wait and see.
Rancor, first time catching this live. Well, thank you for
Welcome in,
Thank you
Rancor.
for joining.
And also, the Cupid wings in pink is what's on the horse.
Ah, makes sense.
All right, now we can talk about Harry Potter.
Now we can talk about Harry Potter. Okay.
What else?
Here is your book. I mean, bookend. I mean, book nook. I mean,
Ends.
Bookend.
Ends.
Oh, is this the picture of it?
yeah, here it is.
Oh, that
So
looks
we-
really nice.
so we did
Obviously,
talk
you can
last
split in
week.
the middle.
Yeah, we did talk last week about how the rumor switched from Book Nook to Book Ends and how it was going to be like a tunnel portal. I didn't realize they were going to do it as the King's Cross station there, the platform 9 3/4.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That
Which
actually
is
is awesome.
Interesting. I mean, it's kind of untraditional for bookends. Typically, the large flat end goes on the part that's against the books, and then it goes
Right.
out from there. This has more of a backdrop on the back. So I think it looks very good. I don't remember what the price is for this one because we
I don't
talked about
either.
it last week, but
Okay.
I think it's pretty good. I don't think it's quite what I was hoping for. I think I was hoping for maybe a different landscape that we haven't seen before, like a viaduct bridge or like something outdoors. It's a little more kind of scenic, but I think this is very good. I think it's very clever and something new.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of this. This looks awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. The smoke does
Yeah.
look really good.
For
It
sure.
gives you that really good.
You get it
It's,
kind of
it's kind of like UCS Hogwarts on a budget. You
Yeah.
get the
Yeah.
King's Cross,
Mhm.
but you don't have to spend €5.
Yeah.
Yeah, the architectural details are really
Yeah.
nice. On
You're right though. It doesn't look
Yeah.
necessarily.
I feel like
Bookend.
Yeah.
yeah, it looks good though without being a bookend.
Which
though,
that's the
too.
thing. I think they also were like, well, we don't want people only to buy it if they're going to use it for a book.
Yeah, like this looks good for a display set.
You
too.
could just have it
but,
just
I
like
bet
this.
if I look up Hogwarts Express bookends.
I see they use the friction pieces at the bottom too, which is really good, so that it doesn't
Oh,
slide.
yeah,
They don't put the tires on those.
Very
Yeah.
smart. Yeah.
See, like there's tons of these, and these aren't
Yeah,
even
right.
like
I mean, that's the
where you
thought.
get like more like tunnel portals for like
Yeah.
a train rather than like a station. So it doesn't really have a.
I don't disagree at all, but this is a
Or
good.
like here's one that I was talking about, like with the viaduct bridge kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
I don't disagree.
I think both look cool. I'm actually really happy with
I
how it
won't.
turned
I
out.
won't hold these
Right.
pictures up, but just Google Hogwarts Express bookends, and you'll kind
Yeah.
of see what I was envisioning in my.
This is
You wanted
this
more
looks like a great set.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
not
see, like
necessarily
this one. This is a Lego one, but has like more of a natural landscape. See,
Okay.
again, the elevated kind of viaduct bridge
Yeah.
with like green, kind of grassy,
Right.
Yeah.
natural kind of stuff, rather
Sure.
than the indoor scene because we've seen King's
Right.
Cross before.
Now, did the Lord of the Rings one get leaked yet?
No,
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Okay.
for that one.
So we're still waiting on the Lord of the Rings one, and there was one other
Sherlock
one.
Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes was also Book Nook. Was that it? Are those the only other two?
That's the only ones we know. of.
Yeah. So it still remains yet to be seen if those will also be converted to book ends or still stay
Okay.
book nooks. Not sure.
I do really like this part usage.
Yes.
The black. Well, they're in black for the first time. These are usually the transclear action pieces that they've made recently with the axle at the top and then some stud connections and bar.
They also came in reddish brown in the Da Vinci flying machine set. So they have come in some solid colors
Yeah,
already.
it looks
I
fantastic.
think this set
Yeah.
looks awesome.
Oh,
Great-
that-
great
that-
architectural
Ben
touches.
Kazi's saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, Ryan and Real Life said gonna be a great set for parts. Drop that Ben Kasi parts pack
Yeah,
emoji.
Morgan did.
Morgan did it.
Yeah.
There also appears to be some quotes on either end, so
There
that's
do,
cool.
yeah.
Oh, is there?
We'll still
That's
see
cool.
those.
And
which
we've got a
could
couple.
be-
There's like a clock on the left side, but then the signs on the right are facing away. I'm sure one is a
Yeah.
platform 9 3/4 sign, and one's a Hogwarts Express sign.
So pretty neat.
That's awesome.
I like it overall. I don't know if
Yeah.
I'll end up picking it up.
Right.
All right. Let's see what else we got here, Joe.
There's one non-Star Wars item left I have, which is just a text-based rumor. It's a Lego art set.
Yes.
Keith Haring's dancing figures.
Yeah, so this is the kind of pop art. If you look it up, you'll definitely recognize it. It's like a yellow background with these kind of just like different rainbow colored like dancing figures in it. So Keith Haring's a very famous kind of pop artist. So you would definitely recognize this. This is one that's kind of a no-brainer to me for Lego. It's very vibrant. It's very playful. So I think this is going to work really well. I think it's going to look very good. I'm very excited to see it. $120 for that one. And coming out when 1,773 pieces.
Cool. I did not see that F1 card.
Oh yeah, let me send that to you as well then. Here, talk about.
Jeez.
Is that it? Yeah, just start on Star Wars then.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
We do have a couple text based, so we'll do those first. Before. Is that from Lego?
Is that a display stand?
Yeah. Did you get that?
I did get that.
All right, I'll send you this then. Let me crop it first.
I thought that was a mock.
No.
All right. So Hot Rod T47, 349
this
pieces,
thing?
$50. This is a
didn't see
Rebuild
this.
the Galaxy
Yeah,
that
I've heard about this.
includes 3 figs, Sig Greebling we've got, Dev Greebling we've got. A green Duros though is cool.
Ooh.
Isn't that Cad Bane?
I think
Duros,
so.
yeah.
Which is interesting because there is the trailer for Tales of the Underworld just came out, and there's a big thing with him and a green Duros having
is there? Yeah.
stand on.
Are they kind of like they're like a sand green kind? It's still like a pale.
I would think it would be a sand green.
because even the Duros
would be
are kind of
best.
pale blue
Yes.
typically.
Red and yellow color scheme. So this is a T47, which is that the Skyhopper? Is
I
that
think
a?
it's a snow speeder.
Is it?
That's what I remember hearing.
I'm down for a red and yellow snow speeder. It'd be fun.
Sounds fun, yeah.
That's the thing with these.
Yeah,
they're just
it's a
fun
franchise.
sets to do.
Yeah.
So I think this will be fun.
It's technically called an air speeder, but
Mm.
no, I guess they come in all of them. T47 air speeder, T47 swamp speeder.
There's a sand speeder too, yeah. There's a bunch.
We have gotten the sand speeder.
Yeah, they made that
right?
one.
Yeah, that's
So
okay. So they're all T47.
if you're a big fan of Rebuild the Galaxy, this will be another good one to
What
pick
was
up.
the Skyhopper? T14,
T16.
T16.
And the other
Scary.
rumor we have.
I should have.
Here, talk about this one while I pull the picture.
Yeah. Okay. So
This is a punch,
Yeah, you
punch
touched on
to the
this.
heart. Punch to the heart.
Yeah.
We're all excited for a UT-AT.
Yeah.
Never got it before. It was a canceled model back in 2008.
Would have made perfect sense with this minifigure
Yep,
lineup.
the minifigure lineup is from the UT-AT Order 66 scene in
With the
episode
bridge.
3. Yep, with Kiadi-Mundi and all the Galactic Marines. And all of a sudden, Sucker Punch from Lego, it's another super small, tiny turbo tank instead of a UT.
Which we had already had a rumor for a turbo tank.
We
It
did.
was going to be like,
Yeah.
what was it? It was like $50 or
that
something.
that was the one for the snow speeder we just talked about. They got
Yeah.
those
So it got switched.
We were all like, good God, how are they going to
Yeah.
make a $50 turbo tank?
Yeah, so 800 pieces for $150 is
That's a tough one.
I'm hoping something is still crossed up here with these
Right.
rumors because that's
I
crazy.
the
Now-
UT-AT would make way more sense.
Galactic Marines still super exciting.
Very exciting.
Captain Bakara, I assume, is a Galactic Marines captain.
He's the leader.
It can't be right. It's 18 cents per piece.
That's so insane.
That's not. There's no way that's right. Either this currency is wrong or something.
I
or
hope
you
so.
It
count-
needs to be a UT-AT.
There's no
The
way
big
that
thing
would be.
here is, I thought we were getting Bly and Ayla.
That is in the MTT.
MTT.
Yeah,
That's the Clone Wars one. Yeah.
Right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Man. That one's
So
very
that's coming out
exciting.
as well. Probably
Big hype.
won't be super tiny, but still cool
Big
nonetheless.
hype.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Hopefully the price is right and the piece count is wrong because I think $150 turbo tank
It would be great.
could be good.
Not an 800.
Hopefully
part
it's just the
turbo.
UT-AT and all the leakers are wrong.
Maybe
Right.
so. Maybe so. There's a lot of
You
shaking
never
up
know.
going going on in the leaker community right now. So
That's like the biggest missed opportunity of all time, I think. If it's
it's
not
I've heard
a
about
UT-AT.
some shady practices
Yeah.
going on.
Snow Speeder and Hot Rod colors would go hard. Well, you're gonna get it. And there you
Yeah.
go. Ben Kazi or BJ said Rebuild the Galaxy sets are pure fun, and I'm here for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They are pure fun. Exactly. We get stuff we would never get otherwise. It's how we got Jedi Bob to make it come back.
Yeah.
And Darth Jar Jar.
And Darth Jar Jar and Darth
Well,
Ray.
yeah, you're right, DJ.
and
Text-based rumors
evil
are
people.
too vague to make a judgment. Execution is everything, right?
Yeah,
Once we
exactly.
see it, it's very different.
That's right. That's right.
Oh boy.
Did you get that other email?
So here's our last.
Well, we'll finish starting with Star Wars. Or do you want to do?
Well,
before we-
all
do
of the
this
Star
all
Wars.
this.
Yeah. Here you go.
Just a little displaced.
Yeah, I don't know. So these are the terrible F1 CMFs, which
the microscope.
which aren't really CMFs because there's no minifigures in them. But this
That's-
looks like it's going to be one of the things that comes in a yellow box that's either like a VIP redeemable thing or gift with purchase or something, which is just this awful display.
I feel like it makes it look worse.
They've never made anything like this for actual collectible minifigures or any other like collect them all type of things. And this is the one they do it for. The one that no one is going to care about and no one's going to buy because they look terrible.
I feel like they would look better just on like a plain wooden shelf.
Anyone who's a self-respecting Formula One fan is just going to go out and buy all of the like Speed Champions size cars, buy that big like $200 combo pack or whatever it is, and just get all of them. This is not good. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If you think otherwise, you're welcome to have your opinion, but
Not a fan.
I disagree.
Not a fan.
All right, now we can talk.
All right, Star
only
Wars
about
time.
Star Wars. Here's the gear function.
Star Wars.
So here's the gear function for the Star
Lever
Wars logo.
lever function.
Sorry, lever
was what it was called.
AKA,
I don't see a lever.
You
Anyway.
can take the top of this off and see the horribly scaled tint.
It's got a little 10-piece build.
It's a Tantive 4 running away from a Star Destroyer, but scale is
A
horrible.
fun detail, but that's
Yeah,
not what you're buying.
It's not a
Yeah,
play
if that's like, oh, now I gotta get it, like,
No, that's not a win you over type situation. It's a
No.
fun Easter egg.
And if that's the only one,
Right.
like they could have worked like elsewhere into the logo,
Yeah.
like one thing from each major movie or something. But I mean, I get it. It's the opening title crawl from the original.
I'm actually kind of a big fan of this set. Actually, I feel like it definitely needed a George Lucas. I will say.
Yeah.
right.
But as far as like the logo goes, like this is like a nice like aesthetic like piece you can just kind of sit near your Star Wars collection. Doesn't have to be Lego either, you know.
I like it a lot overall.
I think it's really nice. Could have used the George Lucas.
Yeah, I think that would have been a selling point, even
Yeah.
if it wasn't George Lucas, but just some figure.
Yeah.
Here it is from the front, very clear. So there is some nice greebling
It's very
touches.
subtle.
It is,
It's not super.
But I
I think
like that
they
they did that.
absolutely nailed the font and like everything
Yeah.
for the logo though.
It does look cool. It's
Yeah.
compared to the Marvel one, this is so good.
Yeah.
The Marvel one just isn't a cool one to do. This looks good.
Yeah.
And this is still fairly affordable, right?
Like
Was it
It's like
70?
$50, 60.
Oh, hey, actually, I pulled that up on. That was on like
Which-
$60.
60
$60
bucks.
Or
in
70.
That's not that bad, yeah.
That was the Marvel one,
That was 100.
Because they put figs in it.
and it was way smaller and looked
Yeah.
way worse.
Honestly, I'd rather have no figs and just have it be a little cheaper.
Precisely.
Stuff.
If they had packed this with a bunch of like common figs, you could have gotten something else.
Yeah.
You could have gotten in something else just to jack up the price.
That's the thing. Put your figs with your Star Wars.
Yeah. Obviously,
Exactly,
the
yeah.
best case scenario would have been just like
Figures
one
with-
George Lucas, but
Right.
yeah, we didn't get that,
Yeah.
so it's fine.
It does look very good. If you're a big Star Wars fan, this would be great to just put with your stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, ships not to scale. There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's more of like a Betty scale Easter egg than a crazy little detail.
I'm just
Yep.
glad they didn't do something really dumb, like put like a Kathleen Kennedy
Oh my
fig in
gosh.
it or something.
That would be the most
Now-
I think
Now,
Star
they-
Wars fans would have
If
rioted.
they'd done either Favreau or Dave Filoni,
Yeah, that
That'd
would have
be
been
cool.
that would have been
Dave
fantastic.
Filoni with a nice cowboy.
Yeah,
hat,
that
would
would
be
be-
a sweet addition.
that would
Yeah.
be dope. Anyway, we've
Well,
gotten
it's-
Kevin
It could
Feige.
be, yeah, they could put Kevin Feige in the
Avengers Tower.
Tower instead of doing a Stan Lee. We still never got
George
Stan
Lucas
Lee,
is still the
so-
creator. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the deal with the original creators? It's not
Yeah.
So
You get into trouble when you start to include real people.
yeah, now let's hit some BrickHeadz. Luke,
Right.
Pilot Luke.
He looks pretty awesome.
Yeah, this is a great BrickHead. I mean,
I like the
BrickHeads
translucent.
continue to be awesome.
Yeah. This is a huge one. I think this is awesome.
Yeah, the way they did the visor with
yeah,
his eyes
it's fantastic.
farther in so that they could put that
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, it looks like just the
One
same
of the most detailed, best looking brickheads in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean,
The
there's
prints on the
nothing wrong
helmet
with
look
it.
fantastic.
Yeah.
The sculpting of the helmet is great. You get the little mouthpiece thing that comes with the
Yeah.
target
Oh, I didn't
computer,
see
whatever.
that.
on the
Yeah,
outside.
that's awesome.
What's he got on his?
Is that a printed chest
right
plate?
leg?
It looks like he's just got like an ammo pack or something.
Yeah, interesting. It's like a roller skate piece.
Right.
Oh yeah, those are on his boots normally.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean
That's awesome.
It's a good BrickHead.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic. This one kind of snuck up on us. I don't even remember.
Yeah.
hearing
I
the rumor.
I don't think we had one.
Yeah.
So that's
Absolutely.
good. Now this is the more exciting one. Obviously, we have the Revenge of the Sith.
Big hype.
5, not 6-pack. We
Yeah.
talked about last week.
That's
One of them got left out, but it's the one that makes sense. There's no Obi-Wan, but we did get Anakin, Padme, Palpatine, Grievous, and my boy Mace Windu.
We really never got to Mace Windu break.
No, bro.
That's
I have one I have at home that I custom made just because.
This is.
But I'll definitely get this one.
One thing I will say is they included Sith eyes for Anakin, which
Right,
is
that was
awesome.
big. I actually
Yeah.
here's a picture of all of the
Yeah,
Sith eyed ones.
That's amazing.
And even though all three of these have the same eyes, I
It
mean,
works
it's
so
good that
well.
you get a lot of them because if you really wanted your Anakin to just have regular eyes, I mean, those are a
You
dime
could,
a dozen.
yeah.
Just go out and get them. So
I think the Sith eyes make him look epic.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Definitely the way to display them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of custom General Grievous BrickHeads
Yeah.
that
It
are
looks pretty similar, yeah.
better than this. This I don't know. This one's not really quite doing it for me.
Really? I would say I wish the Palpatine was in the dark red instead of the black.
I agree with that.
But it's a good general like Palpatine.
The
so
the Palpatine does look good.
overall, it's good, but
The Padme's good. I mean,
Yeah.
she just looks like the one that shows up
Yeah.
on Mustafar.
yeah, Mace Windu looks nice
He
too.
looks like Qui-Gon.
Bro, that's disrespectful.
Dude, how dare you? Don't talk about her for
Did
it.
they make her pregnant? Did they give her a
I mean, no, but like she definitely
baby bump?
was. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Pretty cool
Mace
BrickHeads.
Windu. I like that they included the Jedi robes.
Yeah.
For him and
Yeah.
for Anakin.
I think Mace Windu and Anakin are highlights for sure.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
Like I like that they did Grievous, and maybe not the
Yeah.
best, but it's still cool that we got a Grievous.
I think
Yep.
The Sith eye Anakin looks pretty epic.
Yeah.
Keep rolling with them, Lego. We want to see one of these for every movie.
Yeah.
Right, that's the thing.
Where's the Empire Strikes Back one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
please give us a Darth Vader.
A new Boba Fett.
That's true. They just give us the
Oh man, Lando would be sick.
Yo, yeah.
Please give us Bespin
Cloud
Lando.
City Boba.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I'm sure people have done custom
Yeah.
City Boba BrickHeads.
BrickHead's very exciting.
Pretty
That-
cool.
that's big.
All
Let's
right.
get
Let's see. You got
the
the helmet.
sequel ones out of the way.
You said this one.
Yep, my new least favorite mini scale set, which I pretty much knew as soon as the rumor had come out. It just doesn't make sense with the rest of them for me. And,
Wait
and
till you listen to this price.
you'll see why, next week, especially if I post a picture of them all lined up on my shelf. I'm trying to come up with the qualifier that justifies why that, because we're calling it midi scale. The technical branding is the Starship collection, which even the term Starship is very vague. But all of the ones they've done so far have basically been large flagships or capital ships, effectively, that are elongated shapes,
Mhm.
right? The Falcon is a little bit of a smaller one, but it's still very iconic. This is not going to fit well with the rest of them.
So lame.
It looks fine for what it is. It's what I was expecting, but I feel like it's not that different of a price point
Right.
or a scale from what you could have done it as a play set.
Well, because it's 386 parts for what, $70, 60
Yeah,
bucks?
that's
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
It's not even justified.
No figs. You can't even say there's a fig in it.
A lot of the MIDI scale sets have been overpriced for what they are, but I can still justify buying them because I'm collecting all of them so I can average it out kind of across
Right.
the board. And I like the way that almost all of them look. I think they all look relatively decent. I think they all work well together. This I'm not looking forward to buying if I
Yeah,
want to stay.
But you have to.
completionist.
Yeah.
If I want to stay a completionist, because I don't think this fits. I don't really care for it as a ship. I don't think it was the right choice.
That's such an awkward ship to display too.
That-
The
Yeah.
wings are out, and it's like
That's the biggest thing.
it takes up so much room without actually taking.
I don't feel like it's necessarily a bad set. It just for this
Scale is
collection of sets, it just does
Yeah.
not mesh like it
Yeah.
should.
now a slave one.
Yeah, that'd be
That
cool.
would be pretty
And-
tasty.
You need
If you-
ships that are more compact.
It's
Yeah.
not just like sequel hating either. Like if
No,
they had done an
no.
Imperial shuttle in MIDI scale,
It's
I would have
just
said the same
awkward,
thing. I
yeah.
don't think for whatever reason shuttles
Big wings going out
and
does
that
not work.
fit,
Yeah.
that shape don't fit for me
It
with
takes
what
up
they've
a lot.
already done in
Yeah.
the Starship collection.
This is a cool ship in general.
It is a
It's
cool
not.
ship.
It's
Yeah,
not
exactly.
sequel
I
hating
like the
that
ship.
way either.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's that different than what they could have done for it as a play scale. You could argue the same thing about the Millennium Falcon, but at least it's one that they had already done, the original time when they made the only two MIDI scale sets. And obviously it's a more iconic ship, so it's also a little bit of a standout in that sense, but not nearly to this degree.
Um,
It still looks good on the shelf in the
I
lineup.
just I don't know.
The big thing here is
The play
this is-
scale one looks so much
I'm
better.
pretty sure the first sequel set we've got since 2020, maybe
That
2018.
Christmas X.
Well, it's the
Millennium Falcon thing. Remember?
I guess we did get like that.
yeah,
little-
the
That
Christmas
was the
tech
last
and
one we
everything.
got besides the.
So they haven't really been doing a lot. So I mean, if you're a sequel fan, I'm sorry.
What's your
Are we on is it the anniversary? Is it 10 years?
Of what?
of Force Awakens? Yeah.
Oh crap!
2015?
How in the world is it
Yeah.
been 10
So I
years?
don't know. I don't see anything
Sheesh.
on the box branding it as such. It doesn't appear to come with like a brick or anything with an anniversary logo.
Now
But
that would make it a little cooler, but
Yeah.
still
yeah,
pretty bare bones.
All right. Well, if we want to talk about good stuff from the sequels, let's
Yeah.
talk about this.
The
again, we're
Kylo
not
Ren
totally
looks pretty
hating.
nice.
We're not
Yeah.
totally hating the
Kylo Ren is cool, and his helmet is a very good helmet to
Yeah.
do.
It looks pretty nice. Yeah.
Fantastic.
I personally kind of like the one with the like red cracks and stuff in it better.
Right.
And given that this was all prints, there's no reason they couldn't have done it that way.
Is
But
all the detail
it works.
printed? Is that all
It
printed?
should be.
It's hard to tell from these
I hope
pictures.
so.
Okay.
So
If it's printing, that gives it some points for sure.
Right.
if anything, I would guess that maybe the ones kind of like going over the eyes that just have the stripes on them probably would be prints, but maybe the ones like on the cheeks and the sides
Oh,
might
there
be.
you go. Morgan says silver pattern on the helmets. All pretty.
Oh, beautiful.
All right, good to
Very
know.
nice.
We'll trust you on that one. He generally is right. Yeah, fantastic. Randy
Yeah.
said, "I'll get this."
Nice
She
to
has
know.
all the helmets, so
Yeah.
she'll get this one to go for their collection.
They are still trickling out. We saw that. We took a look at the Jango one. What last week? I think we looked at it.
The
The
Jango
Jango
helmet.
Fett helmet.
Oh, okay.
Did we look at that last week, Joe?
I don't
Nope.
think so.
Oh no, that's new.
Brand new.
Okay,
Yeah.
Ta-da!
new this week. Jango Fett helmet. We talked about it
no,
last
I
week.
love this
I think
because
we
it's
loosely did. I
it's
think
like-
it was blurry.
it's like Jango or like Lego was like, oh wait, Jango Fett's a real character.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
forgot about him for 20 years.
Well,
Let's make him.
They probably were rewatching Attack of the Clones,
And you realize how
and when,
cool he is.
when his head
Yeah.
got chopped off and the helmet was just sitting there, they were probably like, "That's a cool helmet."
Yeah.
Let's
So
make
now you
that
can have
Lego
your
stuff.
very own Attack of the Clones.
movie
Steam.
accurate
Yep.
Jango
You
Fett.
could just yank it off the stand and roll it across a sandbox.
But in all seriousness, this is great, and will go so good with the Boba and the
Yes.
Mandalorian one. If you put all three of those together,
Yeah, get all your Mandos.
They fit for sure, but they have updated it quite a bit. I think
Yeah.
the great
No,
the great
it
effect.
looks fantastic.
They're still making even the original one, the Boba Fett one from the very original line
It still
was
looks pretty good,
fantastic,
yeah.
but this is getting even
Yeah.
better
It looks
in
so
some
good.
pretty minor ways.
This is one I will pick up.
Yeah,
for
Pretty
sure.
cool, yeah.
Yep.
Big fan.
Big Jango guy. Oh, look, Joey Lego in the chat. Well, you spoiled Attack of the Clones. All right, you're only 23 years too late.
Yeah, womp womp.
Are there extra pieces for his head build
Ew.
to go inside? Oof. All right, so that is all of that news. But now we can talk about the big news here, which is
It's the big boy.
the Jango
Yeah.
Starship.
Woo!
Yeah.
Fire spray class Starship.
They did actually label that on the website.
On
as the
Lego.com, it is
I think the
Jango Fett's
reason why
fire
they're
spray
black is
Starship.
because there's just not enough for him.
Yeah, no, that would just be a lot of extra.
You're saying that's the set name on Lego.com?
Yep.
It is. They do call it the fire spray.
Fire spray class.
Well, that's so weird because
Starship.
usually the box says whatever the exact title of the set is. So
Yeah,
that's not the
maybe they
official
changed that
title
last
of the
minute.
set.
Jango Fett's fire spray.
Fire spray class Starship.
Yeah.
Weird. Why would the box set or not match the official title?
Maybe
of the
because
set?
it wants it to match the plaque.
Interesting. I'll be interested to see what it gets listed on as on like Bricklink or something as well.
Right.
This thing looks so polished. Like,
Yeah.
so nice.
The sculpting is fantastic.
Have you
The
guys
curvature
seen
is-
the door opening function on the bottom?
No, someone was telling me about that.
So
Might have
you
been you.
Push the ramp down and the door
Oh, yes.
automatically lifts up.
Yeah.
Like that is such.
That's
You
really
know
great.
the like
feature.
curved loading
Yeah.
ramp on the bottom.
Yeah,
You push down
it's,
that
it's
and then the
movie
door
accurate because
inside,
it
like,
goes
really
down.
cool.
It's so cool.
there must be some crazy technic
Yeah.
jiggery pokery going on
The
inside.
thing is, I don't know how they were able to do that, but not have the doors on the back slide open for the seismic charge.
Yeah.
Why is
It's
this? Why is it a studded door?
It would have been so easy. You have to pull the panel off and then
yeah,
and then you
have to
can just, like
reset it.
eject the seismic charge.
Really?
Yeah, but it would have been super easy to make them slide or like kind of
So, okay, here's the thing.
out and then just have a little like button.
We
in the
have
middle
to
you
remember
push.
we're also getting a play set Jangos,
That one better do it. at
and I
least.
bet that's a function they will make working.
For the
This
seismic
is for
charge.
display.
That's
For
true.
display only.
So we have to keep that in mind.
Handle him too much and he's not gonna last.
Here is the picture of it on its display stand, so it's pretty much exactly, if not exactly, like the Boba's Slave
Mhm.
One.
They've gotten these stands
The-
pretty slimmed down. There's
Yeah.
not a lot of pieces in it.
No.
Hopefully it's pretty sturdy.
It's one of my favorite stands.
Yeah.
It's sturdy enough.
I'm super hyped for this. It's $300, which is not bad. It's 29.70 pieces.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. One of the problems with this stand though is that there's nowhere to put the minifigures.
yeah,
It'll
inside
just
the
put it
ship,
inside
brother.
the ship.
Yeah, but then what? You're gonna take Jango Fett's helmet off and have his hair on?
Well, you don't have to.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't take Boba Fett's helmet off.
Right.
I put him in there.
His helmet's cool.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited for
I
this.
do like there's a feature in the back where you can take off his weapons and his jetpack and everything, and it's like a panel in the back, and you can take it off, put it all in there, and then put it back in there, and
Yeah,
it
that's
seals all of his like
Oh,
gear.
that's neat.
Because he doesn't fit in the chair with like his backpack.
Yeah.
Here he is in the chair with his face and his son.
Looks pretty great.
Very nice.
You're
Here's the back of it with the seismic charge you can see there,
Beautiful,
and then
beautiful.
the thrusters as well. I mean, it looks clean.
Yeah.
I don't see any issues with it.
Very nice.
This is just super exciting. I
Yeah.
definitely will be picking this one up. I don't know about day one, but the gift of the purchases are
Eventually.
making it tough not to want to get it day
Those
one.
new clones look pretty nice.
But it's just so good. And if you already have Boba's,
Yeah, it's
This-
like a no-brainer to.
they're gonna
Put
look
them
so
side by
good
side.
together,
Yeah.
man. Ugh, it's so clean. Here is the gift that's let's look at the figs close up.
Jango.
We
Beautiful.
know the boba's not great. That's fine. No one's buying it for the boba.
I think if
But
you really have a
Jango
problem
is-
with it, you could swap his hair.
Yeah, I
Other
think
than
that would
he
be
looks
the-
great.
That would be the
in my
biggest thing.
opinion.
It's just the hair's a
I
poor choice.
still don't think it's right. I think his torso should have been sand blue and the arms should have been like a dark blue or something.
Yeah. Well,
Made it
anyway,
look much later.
Django looks awesome.
Jango looks great. The
And
rangefinder's
New
very exciting.
rangefinder's huge. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it
Which
looks
is so
very
interesting
cool.
because we had the leaks for the new rangefinder by itself, and the leaked Django pictures we had at
Didn't
that
have
time
that one.
didn't
yeah.
have the new rangefinder on it. So
Right.
they were probably still using a preliminary. They were still using the old one
Right.
just preliminarily while they were developing the new.
And what's cool here is, of course, you can tell by this picture that the printing on his arms and legs is more of a metallic printing.
Oh, for sure.
Which,
yeah.
I mean, is how it should be, but this is kind of confirming that. You can see the shine on it.
Would you all say that Jango's like top 5 Star Wars figures of all time? I feel like
Maybe. I mean,
I
it's
don't know.
so
It looks
it's
really
super
nice,
good.
yeah.
It's super good.
I think one of the only gripes I've seen with it is that even though he has a two-sided head print, neither one of them has like the little like
Yeah, some people didn't
microphone
want that.
like earpiece thing.
Oh, yeah, that would be cool.
You know, even on the original Jango Fett, the one that
It
had
has
the black
that.
head
It
with the
did
yellow
have
face,
them, yeah.
it did have that little like thing. So
Yeah.
Either way,
Oh,
look
well.
beautiful. Love them.
Here's the gift of purchase specifically for the slave one.
Yep.
Which
well, one of the
Coins.
gift purchases.
well, this one I'm saying is exclusive.
Oh, this is
to-
insider gift purchase.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, I guess.
Meh.
So this is, I mean, it's a cool little function thing to get with it. I like the keychain ones overall. They're solid metal, like they're pretty cool. They're
My
not,
favorite one they did was the Han Solo and carbonite.
and that was the first one. And
that was the
everybody's
first
awesome.
one.
It's super cool. None of
The
these are
best star,
practical
the
to
best star
have.
Amy
on-
was cool too.
That's true, but none of these are practical to actually have on a keychain because
They're
they're
a little
heavy.
heavy, yeah.
So maybe they're slimming it down with these. They might work.
Yeah.
The Han Solo one is very heavy to put on a keychain.
Really? Have you
Yeah.
had to do it before?
No, but I mean, I
Okay.
held it, and
I've
it's
never
like-
held one,
I
so
feel like
it's cool though.
it would drag your pants down.
Yeah. Fun addition, I guess,
Yeah,
but
neat.
nothing super
A fine
crazy.
addition to my collection.
Yeah.
Before we show the last one, let's catch up and see what everyone
See what
is
everything's
saying here.
Morning, Ben Sutherland.
And Never Too Old for Lego is also here. Yeah, Ben Sutherland, nice. He said he's gonna be here Friday. That's exciting. Did you hear my new Lego song? No, I didn't.
No.
That's interesting.
Please
We need
see.
to do battles, Joe. We need to-
Yeah, I know. I'm wearing it. You think
I
I'd do
know.
an announcement today? I'm sorry. I've been busy. I want to do something. The set is called Snowspeeder, with the website plaque said T47 Snowspeeder
Airspeeder.
or Airspeeder. Oh.
Oh, interesting. I don't remember that.
That's a good point. I didn't. And Ella says, "I see you." Thank you, Ella. Let's get back to work. Dude Brick said, "Lame blasters." I didn't look at the blaster.
For Django's blasters, they're like the hose nozzle.
Oh,
piece.
well, honestly,
those
those have
work.
always worked.
Like,
I've
that's-
never.
yeah.
It's whatever. I think if you're the kind of purist who is like, well, I'm not going to go. If you want a different type of gun,
Get
give them a
custom
different type of
blasters,
gun.
Yeah.
I'm not even saying you have to get custom blasters. I'm saying if you like another Lego gun better, swap it out. I don't get people who are like, oh,
Well,
I
like-
can't modify anything on my Lego sets. It has to be the way
The
that it.
regular.
That
It
came
does
with
say
the
fire
show.
spray on the plaque under model,
Okay.
so
Fair
Yeah,
point.
that makes sense.
at least it's talking about it. Even.
The title of it is still just Jango
Starship.
Fett Starship. Yeah.
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 Which I don't blame Lego for. That's definitely a Disney thing.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
It's not their fault. So
Yeah.
it's still dope. Still awesome.
Oh wait, did you know that they wrote Slave One in Arabic right above the cockpit?
Really?
Yeah. Did you guys see that?
in this,
Yeah.
above the
It's like right underneath right on top of like Django's head there, that gray spot. Underneath that there's a sticker or a printed piece. Yeah, right there.
here.
Yeah, that says Slave One in Arabic.
Interesting.
So,
Okay.
so it's kind of cool.
That is neat. I
Yeah.
will be
Is that
interested.
a
to see.
Vince video?
Might have been
I'll have to get back.
somebody's video about it. Well, yeah, because he already built it and everything, so it probably was his
Hmm.
video.
All right, and here's the last one we have today, which is the Star Wars gift with
Yeah.
purchase, I think, just for May 4th.
Yeah, you had a hot
weekend.
take in the thumbnail here. Best Star Wars gift with purchase.
Hey, look,
Best ever?
I'm trying to get them clicks, you know?
Oh man.
This is a very good gift with purchase.
Yeah.
This is fantastic. It's better than the one last year, and the last year's was
Really?
good.
You think
the,
this is
the
better than
carrier
last
was
year?
good? And I say that not because of the set, but because of the
Because
clones
of the
that
fake.
It's because
Yeah.
they're so good.
the ship choice is still
so
it's
weird.
It's very
odd.
weak, yeah.
Super
I
strange.
don't think anybody really cares about
I
that.
don't really care because those three
Those straight
cadets with the arm printing, the
Yeah.
dual molded
I
legs,
heard there's
they look
a
so
new
good.
face print too. It's
For them or
double face printed.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Dope. I hope so.
That's pretty cool.
Lego has been Lego Star Wars specifically has been super stingy lately with dual molded legs. I mean, the Dedra is another classic example. It of
Yeah.
course all has to do with the way that Lego like budgets and makes allotments for the number of modifications and new types of pieces that you can make for a given set. You basically get a rigid budget. So it's like if the designer chose not to give Dedra dual molded legs, it's because they determined that that was a trade-off for something else.
Or hair,
that was better.
even
Probably,
hair
yeah.
things, yeah.
It's the option they probably had to choose from was dual molded legs or the hat hair
Yeah,
combo.
right.
So they probably are still doing what's in the best interest of fans, but overall they have been fairly stingy with
I guess they
dual
have
legs lately.
their own budgets they have to work in.
Right.
So
So
it's
to
nice to
get
see that.
3 of them in this is fantastic. They're unprinted, but it's
They're still
perfect.
great. Yeah.
You get both arms
Yeah.
printed
Is
with
that-
that.
So cool.
That kind of
Black
IL
is that a
cloner
weapons
patch.
track, or what is that black pill?
It's one of those training things, so it shoots.
Is it the
at you.
cannon thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
It shoots at you.
Okay, is that
Great.
what-
Which is cool. I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, not very exciting.
You put your bad
Yeah.
guys.
You know what's been really cool though
Mm.
is those gray suits they wear in the training facilities.
Yeah, the with
With
those
the
helmets with
helmets.
the visor.
Yeah.
Those would be cool to
If
get.
they really wanted to go all out, that'd be cool. but-
That's something that would be cool to get at some point.
Still
We need a
nice to get these.
99. Why have we never gotten a 99?
Yeah.
Straight up.
National Builder Series Camino.
Come on, dude, that would be a great one.
That would be
Dude,
good.
What's interesting is
And then they could have put this stupid ship in that.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure it's the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith, but we're getting a lot of Attack of the Clone stuff. So either this was really
I
delayed.
think the only Revenge of the
That's
Sith set we've gotten
It's
this
the
year
BrickHeadz.
is the Arc 170 and the BrickHeadz.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy.
That's so sad.
I'm not complaining because it's great to get the Attack of the Clone stuff. It's just
It's
weird
just late.
timing.
It's like 3 years too late.
It's weird timing. Yeah.
That's
So
fine.
I
Lego.
thought that was gonna.
Lego likes to pretend they like anniversaries and release things randomly, and other times they just don't. So who
Dude.
knows? It's whatever.
Because there's all this Jango stuff, Camino stuff. I mean,
As long as they keep giving us good
Great
stuff, I don't
stuff.
really care when it happens.
Fair
I'm
enough.
with you on that. Where's
Yeah.
Chopper? We talked about Chopper last week, Grumpy.
Yeah.
Sorry. Actually, the
Chopper.
plaque says OOVO4. I mean, I don't know. I did see.
Star Wars fans will remember that as the thing that the medical droid says in Revenge of the Sith.
Uva.
No, I think it's actually Ube. or
It's like
something.
Uba. Uba. It's funny because my dad used to say that to my little siblings when they would be crying. He'd just be like,
That's so random. I love that.
super funny.
It's your obscure
I,
trivia for the
I
day.
don't know if that's the plaque he's referring to above with the Arabesh.
No, it's definitely not.
I'm not sure.
Is that in the gift with purchase?
I'm not sure.
Morgan said that is where Jango stole the fire spray and named it Slave One.
Oh,
So
interesting. Cool.
That's the name of the planet or system.
yes, yeah,
Uvo 4.
or Uva 4. I don't know.
Ooh.
Hey, look, BJ said top tier gift with purchase, so I think I was right.
It's definitely not a bad one for sure.
I got your minifigs in it.
I think the build from last year is better though. That build was pretty nice.
Yeah, it is. That was a fantastic.
But the
one.
figs, the clones look good.
And I think that's
what
figs are a
carries it
bigger
for sure.
selling point for people.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
say
think
it's
so.
the moon. That's
Oh,
not moon.
It's not a moon.
It's no moon.
There's no moon.
It's not.
It's a space.
Yeah, I mean it's whatever. What some of the early rumors for this gift with purchase had said we'd be getting like a young Boba in the clone cadet outfits or something.
right,
but
yeah.
I mean you could easily adapt that.
Well,
if you
not
wanted
that's
to.
the thing. You can just switch it. Yeah.
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 So that is all the
I
Lego.
imagine people have the UCS vendor might want to get this too, because don't they sometimes wear their
That's
uniform?
true.
Yeah.
I do have that. I need to
Some
get
of
that.
those.
You don't, I guess you just have to.
No, I do have the Venator. I don't have.
You're saying you'll have to get
I
this.
guess you just have to get the Jango
I
Fett.
know.
I think a lot of people are going to pull these minifigs out and never even build the ship. It's just
Oh, I
scrap the
wouldn't. The
pieces.
build looks terrible.
I'll probably would.
Yeah.
I
It looks
probably
good for what it
will
is.
build
It's
it,
just such a
but
weird.
then I
design.
won't display it. Yeah.
You know what I love though is that that's probably in the movies and shows less than the UTAT is, and we're not getting the UTAT now.
Bitter. That one's tough. That's a tough one.
Unless it just pops out of nowhere. Somehow
Yeah, I
we
mean,
still
you
get.
never know with rumors. You
Yeah.
never know.
Grumpy J's right. Morgan AI is on it today.
Always.
He's plugged
Morgan
in.
AI.
Yeah.
That's great.
What do we got for store news today?
We have a flash sale happening right now this week.
We're having a fire sale. Oh, the humanity.
Yes,
All right,
thank you,
do
Dave.
tell.
So yes, 20% off all t-shirts and hoodies.
Very nice.
For 1 week only. This will end next Tuesday. So if you have been eyeing some of our merch, go and get it now because it's 20% off. And you can get multiple items, it stacks, whatever. Get them now because we have a lot of good options. I was literally looking through as I started it.
Thank you,
know.
BJ, for acknowledging my Arrested Development reference.
Thank
Again,
you.
I want to see. Can we copy out of this and paste it? Because I want to see the link he just shared.
Oh, I don't.
Here, I'll see if I
Have
can
we
find it.
acknowledged the new Star Wars shirt coming?
Sorry, keep talking.
There will be a special Star Wars May the 4th shirt coming soon. We won't tell you what it is, but it is coming soon.
Pretty exciting.
So you'll see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fire sale. That's funny.
Oh, that's the Arab.
It is in
That's cool.
Arabesh there. Yeah, Uvo 4.
Cool. Either way, still cool.
You think there still was one that said Slave One somewhere? Or you think somebody was?
That's
I don't know. I think maybe that's what
maybe
Brian
read
said
it
in
wrong.
his.
Ryan doesn't really know what he's talking about.
Oh, tough.
I trust Morgan much more.
Yeah, Morgan knows.
I mean, it looks like it says Uva more than Slave One. So
right.
fair
yeah,
enough.
Yeah, right.
Yes,
Yeah.
BJ, I'm glad somebody got my Arrested Development reference.
Yes, that's funny. So anyway, get those 20% off t-shirts while you still
Yep.
can. If you haven't used your $5 off coupon from being a member, you would have got it in your email. Use that still. And just buy some Lego, man. We got plenty of it. We always got good stuff. We're always adding new stuff. I mean, hey, minifig guy, any cool minifigs you've added recently?
We just got a 2006 Mace Windu in.
Ooh.
And some more of those sand green Sky Troopers.
Oh,
so
the chic ones? Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, those are dope.
some nice crispy pigs down there.
Yeah.
That reminds me, I found one of the lightsaber blades for the light up
Mace, yeah.
because we have a lot of
light
them
purple ones.
that are substituted with like the dark
Could you
purple
just-
ones, so
no.
I need to add that to my, it's literally exclusive to that, and
Yeah.
that part is not even listed in that color on Bricklink because it's part of the minifig
Which isn't
inventory. It's not like
yeah. Crazy.
for whatever
Wow.
reason that bar color is very hard to even buy if you wanted to buy it.
Put that on the figure we have
Yeah.
on the stand if we have one.
Yeah, I can swap one out today.
Sweet.
Yeah. So crazy.
Pretty cool.
I think that does it for store news. So thank y'all for joining us for the morning break. Please hit the like button before you leave this live stream. It really helps us out. Consider subscribing. Consider joining our membership program to get access to fun things like the emojis that you saw people using in the chat today. But thank you for joining us. We will see you next week. What else we got going on this week? Friday we'll have a store tour with Ella. Like I said, between the studs this week, we're talking about Easter eggs, so be sure to tune into that one. We're talking about lots of fun references throughout Lego history, so be sure to check that out. See you later, everybody. Have a good rest of your Wednesday. Bye.
Beautiful.